What's up, everyone? This is Benched, and we are the Tovar Brothers, episode number 24. And you'll be hearing this on Friday, September 8th, 2023. We just watched the football game. Pretty pumped about that. We'll get into that.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. On today's episode, we'll recap tonight's game. Thursday night's game, say it like that. Lions and Chiefs. The Lions shocked the world, but they didn't shock me because someone at the table picked the Lions.
Okay.
We'll catch up on the news and injuries as well as preview week numero uno. The NFL season. Very excited to get into that. All of that. Angel joining me as usual. What's up, man?
Football's back. It was so nice, so great to have it back officially. You saw the pregame stuff, the fans. It was just, the vibes were immaculate.
Yeah, opening night was honestly everything we could have hoped for. It was a good game.
Good game.
Had some drama leading up to it.
It ended well. It wasn't like controlled by penalties, which is what you don't want to see.
First penalty was in the third quarter.
Yeah, like you.
Although
first penalty on the Lions, I think.
I don't think so.
Either way, good game. Even though they should have called Juwan Taylor, but
yeah, I was gonna say I think the first.
We'll talk about that later.
The first penalty could have been well before. Go ahead and check Twitter if you
don't
know what that's about. But yeah, we'll get into that game. A lot of fun. Before we do that, thank you so much to everyone who has watched on YouTube and listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for joining us and supporting the show through the preseason and now into the regular season. So excited. It's here. It's kind of wild to think about.
Finally, it's here.
Yeah, and yet it feels like snuck up on us.
Yeah,
kind of cool.
Like we were just watching. I was about to watch highlights on YouTube from the preseason.
Pretty wild.
The one, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for joining us. And now we'll do 3 shows a week as we always do through the regular season. Today being a big preview show, so we'll preview a lot of this weekend's games. Before I do that, follow the show between the show on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Search at Bench Show. A lot of cool stuff going up there. A lot of content, and I hope you, if you get a chance, watch that Benchwarmers Fantasy Football League episode.
Fun times.
We let that go. It's kind of a surprise, a little special treat.
Yeah.
On the eve of the NFL season.
I'm guessing drafts are like over now, right? Most of them.
I hope so. Any league that I want to be in.
Yeah. So now,
Yeah. Had a good time drafting with the guys there. Our first Benchwarmers League, our first Benchwarmers draft.
Shout out to all the Benchwarmers out there who are in that league and who watch every day or every other day. Fun times in that. There's some trades going on in our league right now. People active.
Yeah, we got a good group of guys in there. Very excited about the league and just to play some fantasy football. Good times.
Fun times.
But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this game. Let me kind of set it for you here. The Lions went to the Chiefs on banner night with Chris Jones up in the.
Did you see the banner?
Yeah, it's a massive banner.
That's crazy.
I guess if you get that many, you start to just how can we change this up?
It's like the size of like.
It's getting boring.
Okay. Yeah.
There's so much going on, even to start this game. First of all, Natalie Grant doesn't need to sing anymore.
She was really trying.
National anthems.
Yeah.
Maybe give her a shot at lift every voice.
Yeah, maybe that'd be like we should have that one be like the tryout.
Wow, that's electric what you're saying right now.
Well, national anthem should be like, who was good? That trumpet for the trumpeter for the Dallas Cowboys. He should do it every single one. I love when he does it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so much going on to start this game with Chris Jones up in a press box. Travis Kelce in street clothes.
And a mustache.
And a sweet mustache, still rocking that. He actually said he's going to wear that until they lose. So they lost.
Well, they lost. That was short-lived.
But he wasn't a part of it, so maybe
till Travis Kelce personally loses.
Maybe.
He's like, I was a part of that team.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So the Lions visit the Chiefs here on banner night, and Lions didn't give a crap.
No.
They
look,
they were in this one.
If you're gonna do it.
They were in this one from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. They did not steal this game. They did not get lucky. They battled the Chiefs, and they came out victorious.
Fake punt in their own, inside their own 20?
Fake punt on their own 17-yard line.
Yep, ballsy.
In the first quarter, when the game was still close. They get it, thank God, and go down. And
that was a
91-yard drive, 14-play 91-yard drive, ending in a
touchdown,
a David Montgomery touchdown.
Yep.
Huge moment in the game. I think just a real
we're not scared of you.
We're here.
Yeah.
We're here to play.
Yeah.
We're here to win. By Coach Campbell.
Dan Campbell has those boys playing tough.
Yeah, I'll let you start us. Let's kind of move through the game here. We won't be able to do this all the time, but since there's only one game on Thursday nights, let's go through right through the game. Okay. So, what were you? I mean, kickoff. We saw them kind of feeling each other out. They exchanged a couple 3-and-outs. What stood out to you right away about these two teams?
Behind Travis Kelce, there is a barren wasteland.
Yeah.
They try to get everyone going.
Yeah.
First quarter, second quarter. They try to get another wide receiver, a wide receiver going.
Yeah, my condolences to those of you who threw Kadarius Toney into your starting lineup
or
tonight.
Sky Moore.
Or really anyone else. Rashee Rice, I guess, probably ended up with a decent night because of that touchdown. Other than that, it was Christian Watson, probably the leading receiver.
Can you guess Sky Moore's and Kadarius Toney's combined?
I know Sky Moore had an end around catch thing. I don't know if he had an actual catch in the field. They can't have. They can't have had more than 3 catches combined.
Tony had 1 catch on 1 target on 5 targets. Sky Moore had 0 catches on 3 targets.
Yep.
These guys were out there majority of the time too. They just need to find somebody.
Yeah, those guys did not answer the bell. And this is, listen, I don't want to toot my horn too much, but I called this. I called it, and I not only did I call it, I called exactly how it would happen. I wasn't afraid that Mahomes wouldn't be ready for this game. He made some incredible throws that were just dropped.
Yeah,
with guys hanging on him. That one throw with the guys literally has him in the Chris Benoit ankle lock.
He's still looking down.
Right, he's still looking down, throws it up, and Sky Moore just right off the hands. We saw, obviously, Toney had a horrendous night.
Trending on Twitter.
Just off the hands over and over again. And one of them went off the hands and went the other way for a pick 6 to the rookie Brian Branch.
It's won the game when the Lions were in a little bit of a lull.
Yep, tie the game. They hadn't really had anything happen for them that was positive or anything that was threatening scoring-wise, and then that happens. And, yeah, I think so let's start in that first point that you make then. There's not much behind Kelce. Good news, Kelsey's coming back.
Yeah.
This isn't a long-term thing. They made the right call, correct?
I would have done the same thing.
Right. So
like no one's questioning.
Yeah.
Like, they're fine. The Chiefs will be just fine.
So a couple things I saw on Twitter already is, excuse me, do you put any of this on the loss of Eric Bieniemy?
No, I think the play calling was still as creative. It just wasn't. They don't have a. They're probably panicked a little bit right now. Like, what if he gets hurt again, Kelce, in the playoffs? What are we gonna do then? What are we gonna do if there's a must-win for a home field advantage?
Yeah. So I picked the Lions, and I picked the Lions because, like I was saying, I trust in Mahomes, but all of the rest of these guys have never been in this position where they need to be the guy for Patrick Mahomes in the crunch time moments.
Yeah. And
we saw them make plays kind of in the moments in between. Christian Watson made some pretty good plays down the field.
Yeah.
And Rashee Rice, I think, looked pretty good. But when it mattered, Mahomes had no one to go to.
No.
Nobody. They didn't run the ball exceptionally well. I'm surprised we didn't see more Jerick McKinnon.
They didn't run the ball a lot at all.
No, I doubt. Did anyone have 10 carries? Probably not. I mean, Pacheco would be the guy.
Led with 8 carries, but 23 yards. Yeah. That's 2.9 per.
Yeah, they didn't run the ball very well. At a Lions team that last year was full of holes, and obviously they did a pretty good job today. I thought the rookie Campbell looked pretty good, even in pass coverage, made a couple plays. Yeah. And I thought that secondary looked really. I mean, it's hard to judge because if the guys catch the ball, then maybe they don't look as good.
I'll tell you who was good and was hurt by a non-call the entire game. Hutchinson
looked fantastic.
He is fantastic.
Yeah,
it's not his fault that they weren't calling offsides.
He's so strong. He was tossing Juwan Taylor, who's a massive man.
I saw like 4 pass rush moves.
Yeah,
and he's a presence. And if it wasn't for we'll get into the Juwan Taylor.
We'll get into it. So Juwan Taylor was. So the rule is, as explained on the broadcast here, or tonight, or last night.
Yeah.
On Thursday night's broadcast was that the tackle or guard's helmet needs to break the center's waistline.
Yeah.
It needs to be that far forward where he's at the center's waistline. Juwan Taylor was a solid half yard behind that.
Yeah.
And he was starting before the snap.
He would do this like sway thing where he would he knew the cadence obviously. Also on the start of the word, whatever the go word was, he'd automatically kick back.
And everyone noticed it. It's all over Twitter. The broadcasters were mentioning it. I'm sure the Lions were going nuts. That
should have. If Dan Campbell should have been on, they won. But he probably was on them the entire game. Like, this guy is every single play, every pass play, offsides.
That's a huge disadvantage.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of the homer.
They were in Kansas
for the
City.
refs coming in there, not calling that, because it was pretty egregious. Like, it was even the who's the ref, the
inside the box guy they have on.
Yeah, the ref on for hire who comments on the refereeing for the game. He was like, I don't know how this isn't getting called.
Yeah,
it's egregious.
I think by the third quarter, you can't start calling it then, but they called it like the last drive because it was like a full second.
Yeah, it got really bad, and then they called it, and Jawan Taylor literally was just laughing, like, "Oh,
he just finally called it."
Yeah, okay.
And like they said,
I guess you keep doing it until they call it.
If the refs don't call it,
yeah,
then I'll keep doing it.
Yeah, so that was rough. Hutchinson looked great.
Yeah,
that's the point of this.
He has a bright future.
He looked fantastic, very strong, just an incredible bull rush, a powerful spin.
Yeah,
powerful spin with those big tree trunk arms. He looks fantastic.
Heavy hands, soft feet, or light feet. Yeah,
I thought Chauncey Gardner-Johnson looked good back there.
Yeah.
Sutton had that PI call that I didn't love because it was kind of a bump, but nonetheless, I thought their secondary as a whole looked pretty good. If Kelsey misses any more time, I'm not sure who they have next week, but what needs to change next week for the Chiefs? Obviously, we're not going to overreact.
No.
We're in the middle of a Chiefs dynasty. Okay, so we're not overreacting. We're still in the middle of the Chiefs dynasty.
If Kelsey's out next week, it'll probably be a little bit more of the same. Maybe I would recommit to the run game a little bit more, though.
Yeah.
Be a little more. Yeah. Don't be so pass heavy because you don't have the weapons to be passive. You have quarterback, obviously, but if you're throwing a bunch of nobodies, sorry, like they played like nobodies tonight. I'm sure they're talented. I mean, they are talented. They just didn't play well tonight.
Right.
You don't want to risk that again and go 0-2 in the AFC.
I think less CEH, more Jerick McKinnon would be a little more helpful too. I think if listen, Sky Moore is a second-year guy. Kadarius Toney's third, fourth year now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much time they've had. I mean, Toney pretty much missed the preseason, but he's always going to miss time. So this is just what it is with Toney.
Yeah.
I think you give a shot to Rashee Rice and Justin Ross, those bigger, unproven receivers, but who have earned their way onto this roster.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I think if they have to go forward without Kelsey, that's the move. And then I think recommitting to the running game has to go. Let's talk about this Lions offense. Talk to me.
The amount of love I have for Amon-Ra St. Brown is getting crazy.
Yeah, really. He had a good game.
He's just good.
Yeah,
he's a good wide receiver in real life and in fantasy. But in real life, he's just not a burner, but he's going to catch everything.
Yeah.
Which is what you need with play actions. He does everything on the route tree except for like anything deep because that's not his role.
Yeah.
But he's so talented. He's so strong. He's so good after the catch. They need Jameson Williams. That was obvious tonight.
Yeah, they need another guy. Marvin Jones was underwhelming. Raymond, I thought, played pretty well.
I mean, Josh Reynolds had 4 catches, 80 yards, but it's not really as
he
impactful as it
that's
sounds.
Surprising to me. Yeah.
Amon-Ra
was good. There was no really big plays from him, but he was obviously the best receiver, I think, in the entire game.
And Sam Laporta
was nice. I mean, he was involved.
Yeah,
he was involved in everything. He looked really comfortable catching the ball and turning upfield.
Him too.
I think at the very least this year you're going to get, if you're in a PPR league, talk a little fantasy.
Yeah.
I think Laporta's a nice backup who couldn't turn into more.
Yeah,
I think he'll be at least a decent streaming option. My MVPs though for this Lions team is this offensive line.
They move.
They mauled that. Chris Jones-less defensive line of the Chiefs. Yeah, and they won this game for the Lions.
They were highlighting it. They pull so much and keep the defense guessing the whole time. They have center pulls, guard pulls, tackle pulls, all mixed up with the power run game.
And I'll give it to this for the Lions. They were far more disciplined in sticking to the run than the Chiefs were.
Yeah.
They weren't wildly efficient either, but they stuck to it, and it mattered.
Yeah, it did.
In this kind of game, it mattered. They had to keep this Bolton and Willie Gay, those fantastic linebackers. They had to keep them up because Montgomery was coming. Gibbs, I thought, ran really well. We both felt like we need to see more Gibbs.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit more Gibbs. 6 carries and 2 catches.
Yeah.
So a little bit more. I would like a little more.
He looked really good. I thought he looked really good as a runner. We've heard so much about passing and using him all over the field. By the way, everywhere he was on the field tonight, I have thought of.
It's like running back, got it.
Slot,
slot,
got it.
Got it.
End around, got it.
Okay. Where's the new one?
Okay.
But either way.
Did not see him at guard. Did not see him at center.
No. So I was not. But either way, he's talented. Good balance for 190 pounds.
Yeah,
he's good after contact.
Yeah.
For being so light, yeah.
Really good speed, too, around the edge there. We saw a couple times. I'd love to see some more Gibbs, but Montgomery was good. Montgomery's exactly what you want from them.
Yeah.
He punched it in at the end zone. He kept the offense on time, always forward. I doubt he had – I think from what I remember, I could think of one, maybe two carries that didn't get at least past the goal line. So nothing was negative with him.
Yeah.
So that's really good. Who had the big fumble?
That was Marvin Jones, yeah.
Marvin Jones had the big fumble. That's where I thought, oh, boy.
His first career fumble, by the way. I didn't know that.
Really?
His first career fumble ever. Yeah,
okay,
he's been in the league.
We'll be easy with him.
So,
yeah.
You know who didn't look panicked or scared at all? Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I've been here before. I'm not scared.
He's been to the Super Bowl before.
It's like I'm not scared of an opening game.
Jared Goff's. You know what's funny is that Geno Smith gets all that praise for last year, the year he had.
Yeah.
Kind of reviving his career.
Yes.
Jared Goff had a very similar, if not better, year, and kind of reviving his career. He was just shipped off. The Rams just gave him away, and yet he doesn't get the praise that Geno Smith got. He's been every bit as impressive.
I mean, he had one touchdown today, but still, like, in the moments where you need him to throw, he's going to make the right throw.
Converted a huge 3rd and long.
Yeah.
On one of those drives there in the second half.
With not elite talent to throw to. Only Amon-Ra.
Yeah, he had St. Brown, and he found Laporta, and then he kind of just would find guys.
I need someone to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still has the fastball.
Yep.
He looked good.
When he winds up, man, you could really feel like, oh, this guy was the number 1 overall pick for a reason.
Yeah, you see him torque that midsection and just rip it.
Yeah.
So the Lions come out. They win, I believe, 21-20.
Yeah.
And they beat the Chiefs, start 1-0. I mean, a message has been sent to at least that NFC North.
We're here.
We beat the Chiefs.
Yes.
At Chiefs.
Yeah, maybe it was without Chris Jones and without Kelsey, but still.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter. It's a win. It's a win in the NFL.
Let's talk Chris Jones real quick. I saw a tweet just now that he forfeited $1.1 million. Think about that money.
He lost a lot.
$1.1 million by not playing tonight. And so he is starting to rack up these fines, and they don't seem like they're anywhere close. He's here. He was probably here for banner night, I'm guessing. Maybe he was here to
There was a report pregame from the sideline, I forgot her name, was that they're not close.
Yeah.
And that he's willing to sit out 8 weeks.
Yeah, we'll get into some of these contracts later and kind of where he would slot because
but still, like
the Bosa contract.
They need him though.
They do need him. Although I thought Karlaftis looks pretty good. That defensive end, he looked pretty good. And who's that? They had another defensive end that they would kick him inside every now and then.
Dana.
Yeah, Dana looked pretty good. And then Nadi. They got some guys there where if they add Chris Jones, they could really have something there.
And just like we've said, they've been there before. This defense is mainly the same since last year.
Yeah.
They've been there before. They know how to operate.
Yeah. No reason to panic for the Chiefs, and I'm sure they won't panic.
No.
They have veteran leadership there. This is a much bigger deal for the Lions.
Yes.
They go into Kansas City, into Arrowhead there, and they come away with a victory. A good showing of Lions fans, too.
Yeah. For Arrowhead's usually all to see of red.
It's supposed to be one of the toughest place to play.
And there's
I'm sure it was tough. They had a couple false starts and stuff like that.
Lions fans are through the roof right now, and you should be.
Good for you, Lions. We're going to keep score all year. So far, it's 1-0 as far as calling games, and we'll make our picks.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's okay. We got to make our picks, so we'll do that just right now.
Sure.
Or later in the show. Let's get to some news.
Yep.
But before we do that, let's take a quick break and try to fit the news in, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, we're back, and let's start here. The Panthers defensive end, Brian Burns, returned to practice. So it seems like for now, they're going to have their guy.
Okay.
Sure, he still wants a contract, so we'll keep an eye on that, but he's back in practice. Good to see that.
Yeah, impact player. One of the most underrated pass rushers in the league, but yeah, I'm glad he's back for the Panthers and for himself. Don't lose money anymore.
Yeah.
Hold out just cost Chris Jones $1 million, so don't lose money.
Over in Tampa Bay, the Bucs have an issue with their longtime stud receiver, Mike Evans.
Yeah.
He has said that he has given a deadline till Saturday to work out a new contract with the team. And so this is what I believe his representative. Oh no, this is what he said. He said, "We've been working with them for over a year now, trying to get something done." That's wild. Any player in my position would feel would like to feel solidified, secured. If the deal is done or not, either way, we'll be okay, and I'll be looking forward to having a great season this year. Evans adds that he doesn't know if a deal will get done before the game. So he gave the deadline. He probably doesn't want this hangover set all year.
Yeah.
If it's his last season, he wants to know, and he's still gonna have a great year. But looks like Evans might be moving on next year. A couple places you'd like to see him go.
We saw it in the Chiefs. Chiefs would need a Mike Evans.
Oh,
A guy who's been in the big games.
yeah.
He might not be the receiver that he once was, but he's been in the big games. He'll make those catches.
Yeah.
Chiefs need to make a call.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs might be relying too much on the young talent here.
Yes.
So we're hopeful for them. We think they're good players, but if Kelsey goes down in a playoff game,
look, this is not. You can't do this.
You got to bring some kind of veteran here.
Yeah.
MVS, not quite it. So we'll see if Evans here gets a deal done. If not, most likely he's in a new uniform next year. DeAndre Hopkins came out and said he made some calls this offseason and didn't get all these calls back.
Oh, he made the calls.
Well, not him, but
no, he made it sound. But when I saw it, it sounded like they contacted him and they're like, you know what, we don't want you anymore.
I don't know. He says that the 49ers,
okay,
the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Lions, the 1-0 Lions, did not return his call after reaching out during free agency. So, of course, we remember the Cardinals released him, allowed him to be a free agent. And you got to imagine DeAndre Hopkins sat down at his kitchen table, pulled out the Yellow Pages or Google.
Detroit.
All right, Detroit Lions.
Detroit. Hello.
Got the answer machine.
Yep.
Left a message. Hey, this is DeAndre Hopkins. I'm a free agent.
Yeah.
Give me a call back. And these teams did not call him
hangs
back.
up. They'll call.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: who out of all of these should have given a call back? Niners, Lions, Cowboys, 49ers. Sorry, Niners, Lions, Cowboys, Giants.
The Giants probably. I would want him there.
Yeah.
Pair him with Waller, two veteran pass catchers.
Just to see what's going on.
Lions, I don't think they need. They have. Amon kind of does what he does. That gamer kind of wideout.
Yeah.
They need kind of a burner. The Giants would have been it because they're relying also on young talent to show up.
Right.
So, no, sorry, not Lions, Giants.
Yeah. I think I would go Cowboys there. And maybe, I don't know if this is before or after Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But anyway, let's move on over here to the massive contracts signed in the last couple days. Now, we saw T.J. Hawkinson last week.
Yes.
There's another one, too. I can't remember what it was. But in the last couple of days, we've gotten two record-breaking contracts, two of the best players in our league. All right, the first is this Bengals quarterback, Joe Burrow. Maybe the coolest guy alive.
The best part of this was when it came out.
Yeah. He dropped this news, or his team dropped this news, or whoever's in charge dropped this news. And they, of course, have some history with the Chiefs.
Yep.
Right at kickoff.
Yep. It was on the phones. It was like, oh, wait, everyone. And then they talked about it on the broadcast.
Yeah.
It was
right at kickoff. He gets
superb trolling.
It's announced he gets a 5-year, $275 million contract. And let me tell you a story of maybe the greatest 5-year run in NFL in male history. Ready? Male football player history. 2019 wins the Natty and a Heisman Trophy. 2020 won number 1 overall. 2021 comeback player of the year. Also went to the Super Bowl. 2022 gets to the AFC Championship game. 2023 so far, biggest contract in NFL history.
He's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
He gets a $55 million per year, which is a new record in the NFL. Quarterbacks who love that. Who's up next?
It would be
Herbert.
Herbert already got paid.
Herbert got paid. Yeah, he did. That's the other one I was thinking of.
He was the last one.
Who's coming up here?
It would be the next group. It would be the Tua Lawrence.
Yeah, so he's kind of the next. Lawrence would be the guy.
Yeah.
Or Tua. Yeah.
Tua's only 2 years into it. So Tua. No,
and I don't think Tua would get that kind of money.
No, but they're up for deals.
Yeah.
Though. But no, not a lot of guys would get that though.
Yeah. Lawrence could really cash in, man.
If he has another good year, he can get 60.
Looking at this
million.
right here.
Yep.
That'd be pretty wild. I know it was funny. I was looking at a list, and all the stink that Lamar Jackson made for about a year and a half, and he's already number 5 on the per year for quarterback list.
These contract negotiations by players aren't
It's
good.
pretty slotted where you're going to go. You're gonna break the record, but
you're going to fall in line, too.
Yeah, you're going to fall in line. The Deshaun Watson contract, it's clear now.
Outlier.
Burrow didn't get it.
Yep.
Hurts didn't get it. Herbert didn't get it.
It will
Stop
not
asking
happen.
for it. It's not going to happen.
It will not happen again.
Yeah. Moving on here to the other big contract, one that, thank God it got done, because it would have been stupid if it didn't get done. Nick Bosa, all-world.
Got the bag.
Defensive end, yeah. Gets a 5-year, $170 million extension, including $122 million guaranteed, and by a wide margin makes him the highest paid defensive player in NFL history. That's pretty crazy.
Yes.
Good for you, Nick, and good for you, Niners, for not dragging this into the season.
Don't overthink it. Just pay him.
Yeah.
It's going to suck because they have to pay a lot of guys still.
Yeah.
But pay him.
He's young, and this is your window.
Also, Parsons is smiling because he's the next guy.
Oh, God.
He's the next guy.
So let me tell you right now. So I have in front of me the top 10 contracts per year for defenders. Now, I want you to tell me where Chris Jones belongs and where Brian Burns belongs, okay? So
This is top 10? Okay.
Yep, top 10. So you tell me if he belongs before this guy, okay?
Okay.
Number 1 on the list is Nick Bosa.
No.
So below.
Yeah.
Okay.
Below.
Number 2, Aaron Donald.
Below.
Okay. Number 3, TJ Watt.
Below.
Number 4, the other Bosa, Joey Bosa. God, Bosa brothers are rolling in the money.
Put Jones there.
Okay, so you put Jones above Joey Bosa. That would put him at $27.5 million.
Yeah. I give him $27.5 million.
$27.5 million. I think he's been offered that already.
He wants.
He wants the Aaron Donald number, which is 31. I don't think he belongs there.
He just was just given great leverage with his deals. Like, look, he should compare numbers and like do all that stuff what agents do.
Yeah.
He has a good argument for that for those numbers.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting to see where this will play out. I think they need to pay him now.
Yeah.
So let's do the same thing with Brian Burns.
Brian Burns. Gotcha.
Okay, ready? Nick Bosa.
No. Under.
Okay. Aaron Donald.
Under.
TJ Watt.
Under.
Joey Bosa.
Under.
Myles Garrett.
Under.
Quinnen Williams.
Under.
Khalil Mack.
Right there.
Okay, so tied with Khalil Mack is Max Crosby and Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah.
So you think that's the group
He's
he
in that
belongs
realm.
in?
He's in
Okay,
that
yeah.
realm.
That would put him at $23.5 million.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're offering him that. They should.
They should. I mean, they have the makings of a very good defense over there.
That's a guy there, especially there. There you kind of have like, you can build your own defense around this guy. You got some good talent in the back end.
Yep.
You get Burns here solidified in the corners or the defensive end spot, and you have the makings of a good defense.
Yeah, I hope this gets done fast, or that'd be a nice just to make the NFL fun. Trade deadline player, that'd be great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, speaking of that, at last year's trade deadline, you know what they turned down, right?
Oh, the Panthers?
Yeah, several first-round picks from a team that looks like they're going to suck for a little bit here, the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh.
They have to be kicking themselves for that because,
well,
you better sign him now.
You better sign them, and you do that as like a sign of like we believe in you, but then we don't put your money where your mouth is. It looks kind of like, so would you believe me or not? Because the Rams would have paid him, no problem.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Rams have paid those types of players.
Yeah,
like immediately.
Yeah. A couple other things here that you sent. This is football, but it's more in our realm, I guess. Pat McAfee.
Oh yeah, Patty
is one of my favorite shows. Was one of my favorite shows. We'll see going forward. Did you see how it kind of worked out today?
I did not.
So the first 2 hours are simulcast on ESPN on their network and YouTube, and those he's not allowed to cuss.
Okay.
And the last one is just on YouTube, and that's uncensored.
He's got to hate that his thing that everyone's talking about him is that he cusses.
No, he loves it.
That's his brand. Oh yeah, I guess that's his brand.
He likes it. And then this is what I don't like, and we'll talk about this for a second. What do you think about him on First Take?
That's not his thing. Like, look, First Take has its place in the sports world.
Yeah,
there's a place for First Take because Stephen A. with whoever has there. Pat McAfee's a different breed.
Yeah, like, I don't need to see Pat McAfee in a suit.
They're both good at what they do.
Yeah.
Put them together. I don't know. I mean,
what's interesting is that the McAfee show has talked. He's specifically talked himself about the brand of sports media that Stephen A. and First Take is.
Yeah,
and now he's on it. So it's funny to think, okay, is he gonna play ball because that's Stephen A.'s ship. Like, he's the big dog there. He's gonna make the call here.
Yeah,
that's why he's not gonna wear tank top on that show.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just a weird fit. I hate that he's having to do all these other things. Like,
keep Pat with those boys. And
yeah, I mean, but you fired half your staff a month ago. So
for Pat.
Yeah, for Pat.
Yeah.
So maybe him and Steve.
I mean, I'll still listen. I'll still listen. I'm sure he'll be fine. But I would just rather him do his own thing.
Any chance you listen to First Take now?
No.
Nah, me either.
Maybe if he's on, I'll see what you know. What would be fun if there's some bleeps, like they bleep out some cuss words.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be freaking hilarious.
Let's get now to the love life of Bill Belichick.
Oh, this is funny.
This is where we want to be.
Yeah, this is.
I wish I had some sexy music to play.
Oh God.
Bill's going through it, man. And as a man,
mm-hmm.
we understand.
Oh,
this is tough, man.
Those dark
times.
This
is tough. And I tell you what,
she'd even
listen. Let's have this little man talk here.
She used me, bro.
Yeah, let's have a little man talk here. Women are awesome and they're great and they run the world, as Beyonce says, right? But you piss a woman off, man.
The wrath of a woman is tough.
It is a scary thing,
especially if you're a person of popularity and fame, and they know stuff about you.
Oof.
And they have seen the other side.
I mean, we've seen athletes go through that, where some of the texts that these girls have about them. Who was it? Miles Sanders last year.
DK Metcalf was a part of that too. It's
So here's what's going on here in New England. Bill and his girl are splitting up, right? They're divorcing.
Yeah.
And Patriots. This is a tweet. I'll read the tweet to you. Patriots executives are, quote, on edge due to Belichick and his longtime girlfriend, Linda Holiday, splitting up. They've gone through and I quote, drawn out back and forth breakup. Imagine being back and forth in a breakup with Bill Belichick.
Maybe in a relationship with Bill Belichick.
Oh, my God.
Wild.
And they have concerns about things she will potentially post on social media. Billy boy, what did you do, my friend? What kind of pictures are you sending, Bill?
There's so much. Because the Patriots were known for a while for, like, cheating or shady stuff behind the scenes. Who knows what she knows?
I didn't think about that part.
I'm thinking like big picture, like
yeah, because that's where the Patriots would be concerned.
They brought Bill Belichick in on the trial against Aaron Hernandez when Aaron Hernandez was part of that murder trial, which he ended up.
Don't go there.
I'm just saying, no, like this is how like it could go that far because she was she's with the person, Deflategate.
Yeah.
I
guess that meant because I was thinking immediately like, are we gonna see just a very unwarranted, unwelcomed, I should say, picture that Bill in love and secrecy
as a man would do with a woman
sent his beautiful
his beloved
girlfriend. Is that gonna surface?
Tell you what,
Bill, whatever she's wanting, man, just pair.
Tell you what, if you're Bill, baby, what do you want?
What do you need?
Want some money? You want a car?
What do you need?
Want a boat?
Or if I'm Robert Kraft, listen, step in, give her some money. No, that's not what I meant. I do not want Robert Kraft to swoop.
No, not that crap. Never mind.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
This is just messy. This is just messy
because bad.
Because you don't know what is behind. Because there's been shakiness behind the Patriots already, and she's been on the other side of it.
Yeah.
So if they break up, and she's like, you know, I'm just.
What does Bill do now? Is he gonna jump on a Hinge or?
I think there's like an old person. Nah, he's.
Oh, that's so disrespectful.
What?
Elderly.
He's of age. He's age. He's a seasoned veteran.
That just means you're 18.
A veteran. I'll call him a veteran.
A veteran
of life.
Yeah.
A veteran of life.
Mm-hmm.
Girls will come to him.
How do you? Yeah.
He'll have no problem.
I feel like Kraft will hook him up.
He'll have zero problems.
Imagine Kraft and Belichick speed dating.
They
just going out to the club at night, wearing J's.
People of that don't need it. They can just sit in their booth and be like, they'll be fine. But it'd be pretty funny. Like Belichick's single. New England women are going crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no shortage of suitors, I guess. You're right about that. But he doesn't want Robert Kraft's, because Robert Kraft has probably met all the same women. So
a little bit of crossover.
Yeah, you probably want.
Hey, do you know Stephanie? Y'all met? How'd you meet?
Yeah, and you need to confirm it. If Robert gets that little crafty smile, like, okay.
Like, you know what?
Point taken.
Sweetie, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah. That's not happening.
Just that door to the left.
Yeah. That's not happening. God.
Take a tote bag.
Bill's been taking some L's here last couple years.
Yeah.
Brady wins Super Bowl.
We talked about this during the game, and I want to say it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, say Mahomes wins 2 more championships / Andy Reid.
This is a good conversation.
So Andy Reid wins 2 more championships. That'll give him 4.
Yeah.
Andy Reid has been successful with Mahomes, obviously, but with other teams and other quarterbacks. Eagles,
McNabb.
Yeah. And then say Belichick doesn't do anything in that same time.
Most likely.
Meaning that he was only successful with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That 1 year with Matt Castle, I guess, counts.
Yeah.
But still, does it get to the point where, like, is Andy Reid, is he?
The Chiefs are going to get there pretty quickly.
Yes.
Where they're pounding the table for, hey, not only does Mahomes belong in the conversation with Brady, which is crazy right now.
Yeah.
But much closer is Andy Reid in the conversation with Belichick.
There's potential for,
because Andy Reid's been around as long as Belichick.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting conversation, and it's coming soon.
If they win like one or two more, you're like, I think if we win two, I'll put Andy Reid in the same tier as
we're going to be much. It's going to be much easier for us to say that about Belichick than it is to say about Brady.
Yeah,
Brady's our Jordan.
Yeah, he did it on a different team with a different organization. He did that already.
Yeah,
Belichick needs to do that now.
Belichick, Belichick. I think he's not going to win anymore. He's not in any more championships. Not with Mac Jones.
With his current iteration of the Patriots.
So far how it's going, unless he can strike gold on a quarterback some point here in the next couple of years, because he's also older.
Yeah,
like how long is he going to go?
How long can he? Yeah, Andy Reid's old. See, Pete Carroll's.
Yeah,
they go for a long time, and he'll coach till they force him out of the building.
Yeah, so two more rings for Reid, and you have him there with Belichick.
Yeah, but two more.
Two more rings for Mahomes, and is he there with Brady?
He's got to have more than 7.
Yeah, it's going to take him a solid 10 years.
Yeah,
to reach Brady's thing, because there's been a lot of, maybe he starts to sniff like the Mannings and the Drew Brees and those guys.
Yeah,
also great quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Marino, those guys.
Yeah,
he's already better than Joe Montana. I'll tell you that right now. Sorry, Joe.
We gotta stop with this overhyping of.
Yeah,
I know this is like you never saw Joe Montana. Go watch YouTube clips of Joe Montana and tell me that he's better than Patrick.
I don't want to hear Terry Bradshaw or Joe Namath either.
Terry Bradshaw did the ball 18 times.
Crazy old man.
You put on Lamar Jackson's in that era. He's literally Michael Jordan.
Oh my god!
If Cam Newton is in that,
Lamar Jackson. They just don't know what to do with him.
But either way, Andy Reid's pretty close, and I believe that he could do it. Mahomes is in his prime.
Yeah.
Let's start off with Belichick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his dating life.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he finds love here soon.
There's got to be.
You know what? I want them to reconcile. Get back together. You spent so much of your life already with her.
Get her some flowers.
Work it out.
Buy her a yacht.
Work it out.
Baby.
Stop being grumpy because you're not winning championships without Brady. It's not her fault.
Baby, work is tough.
Yeah. Put on some Boys to Men.
Mm-hmm.
Sit there and think.
That's probably not what you do when you put on Boys to Men. You don't think. You do what comes naturally.
What is that?
You put on Boys to Men with your girl, you don't think.
No, he's by himself still.
Oh, got you.
Okay, I was like, where are you going with that?
Okay, I got you. He's by himself doing this.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else completely. I thought that's what you do to Boys to Men. Okay, so I'm saying get there.
Okay.
Get your mind right. Listen to Boys to Men.
Mm-hmm.
I Miss You, Baby. All those songs.
Yeah.
Go get your girl back.
Yep. Reconcile because, she knows too much.
Yeah. It's very dangerous.
You got to do it.
Yeah. Maybe tear up the prenup.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, this is what I do for you.
Maybe sign some NDAs.
Yeah.
That's probably why they didn't have her do NDAs. That's probably why this is happening.
Yeah. Longtime girlfriend. So
you went a long time on this.
He wasn't Bill Belichick when they started dating.
Good for her.
Yeah. Moving on.
Okay.
Glad we covered that.
Yeah.
The Browns. God, this feels like such a big jump now from where we were. But we'll move on. The Browns have restructured guard Wyatt Teller's contract, and that's not a big deal. But the big deal is that they created $9 million more in cap.
Over there?
What are they doing?
It came out that
$9 million more. They were already the leaders.
Yeah, they're $37 million over.
Now they're 37.
No, they were.
Wow.
What are they doing?
I don't know what they're doing. They restructured Deshaun.
This
right?
feels like a mystery trade. Is something it's not like it's not being reported. It's so big. Like they're gonna.
Who's some of the mystery guys out there? Stephon Diggs is still a mystery guy to me. There's too much smoke.
Well, it's the thing of a mystery. You don't know, but like there's some.
Yeah, but it's fun to speculate.
Maybe a Burns comes over. We talked about that. Maybe
Chris Jones obviously is the favorite here.
Yeah,
and with the contract he's gonna want, $34 million.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's a lot of money to just you don't do that for because you're gonna pay that at some point. It's gonna hurt your cap. You keep pushing it back.
It's not a quarterback. It has to be a defensive player or a wide receiver.
Something, but I cannot wait. Chris Jones,
Devontae Adams.
Yeah. We'll take on a lot of the dead money for you or whatever, however you can structure that. Yeah. A lot of guys out there. But that money is so big. That's like quarterback money almost.
Yeah, it's big time.
But you can't do that quarterback. So I don't know. There's someone's out there that they're gonna get.
Very interesting. Keep an eye on the Browns here. You got to pull the trade before week 1.
Jonathan Taylor.
Next couple days here.
Would you get Jonathan Taylor?
Nah, you have Nick Chubb. You need John Taylor.
Well, there's so many. There's only a handful of guys.
It's a receiver or it's a defender.
Yeah.
I think that's where it would have to be. Unless it's an offensive lineman, I don't think they have holes there.
Maybe a corner that they're gonna trade for.
Yeah.
But either way, fun times. I can't wait to see where this comes.
I hope they do because I love when a team goes for it. And they have their window. They sign their quarterback. Might as well.
And everyone they have this rare thing where everyone on the team is in their prime, or not old.
Yeah.
There's no old guys like a DeAndre Hopkins, like an older guy who's in the last bit of his career.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. They're pretty young.
Chubb's
Amari Cooper's kind of getting up there. But
yeah, he's probably the last stage. Yeah, but he's still effective wideout.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be very interesting.
I'm curious.
Keep an eye on them next couple of days. Okay, that's the news. I think that's the news. Let me check. Yeah, it's the news. Keep an eye on Cooper Kupp. He's obviously not going to play Monday. And
they didn't rule out IR for him.
He's probably going to go on the IR here.
Cooper Kupp?
Probably.
No, to the Browns.
Nah, they're not going to trade for an injured receiver. I don't think so. Maybe, I guess, huh?
I don't know.
Aaron Donald?
He retired. He would retire first, I think.
Probably.
He's one of those guys who's like a Ram for life. He won't.
I guess Cooper Kupp's the type of guy though you want to look at here.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes. God, poor Matthew Stafford.
Just left with Tutu Atwell.
What does Matthew Stafford do? Does he retire after this year?
Yeah. Just retire. Your legacy's. There's not much you can do to improve your legacy unless win another championship. But
I don't want to see a Matthew Stafford.
I don't want to see
backup run.
I also don't want to see the version of Matt Ryan we saw 2 years ago, or Phillip Rivers that we saw, or the Joe Flaccos when they're old and don't really have anything left.
Got really bad.
Yeah, I don't want to see that for Stafford.
Yeah,
have a decent year, ride off into the sunset, be on the Rams Ring of Fame, and call Rams games from the booth. Yeah,
there's a lot of guys who aren't playing this week, and I wasn't planning on. But it comes to mind with Cooper Kupp gone. Mm-hmm. You think of the Green Bay guys. I guess we'll get into that with some of the game preview.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wait for that.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to preview week 1 of the NFL season. We're just going to point out some games we like. And
talk a lot of fun ones.
Talk a little football, baby.
Let's do it.
Week 1's here. Very excited. We're going to get to that next. Okay, let's get into this now, and we're going to pick every game. Did I decide that at the beginning of the show? Yes, I did.
Yes.
But we're going to do it because I think that's fun. I think I liked it. I started off 1-0. So I think I think that's why I want to do it.
we were doing that. I would have been a little... Well, actually, I would have done the same thing.
No, you would have picked the Chiefs anyway. It was a good pick.
It was the correct pick at the time.
At the time.
Yes.
That's a good
at
call.
the time.
Okay, so let's get into it here. Let's move to... This is a huge game.
Mm-hmm.
You looking the same one I am? Browns-Bengals.
Yes.
This is a massive game. We're not going to talk about every game in depth. We're going to talk about this game.
Yes.
Because... this is two teams that, the Bengals obviously are a Super Bowl contender. The Browns, we talked about, this is their window. If Deshaun Watson's right, there is no reason this is not a team up there with the Bills, with the Bengals, with the Ravens, with the Jets, all those guys, the Dolphins, all those guys.
If they come out and Watson shakes up the entire AFC.
The league, man.
Because... Besides Watson, this roster is elite. It's been elite for a while.
Yeah.
O-line, running back. Passable wideouts, one of the better DNs in the league.
Right.
A plethora of first-round cornerbacks. And then safeties that will they've always had a good roster. They said the quarterback wasn't. That's why they got Watson.
Right. I don't think it's a great matchup for the Bengals when it comes to the pass rush of the Browns versus that offensive line.
Yes.
Burrow was hit many times last year. That O-line led the league in a stat you don't want to led the league in a stat you don't want to lead the league in, and that is win rate for the offensive lineman in a passing situation. Not great.
And Log Collins isn't going to be there because he's on PUP.
Right. A lot of Collins won't be there. That's an
Garrett's
open door.
That's Garrett's side. Garrett plays on that side.
Yes, a game changer, game wrecker.
Yes.
We'll see what happens here. Run the ball, I guess is what you're trying to do.
Quick.
Yeah.
Quick play. Spread them out almost, probably.
Yeah.
See if this defense has the depth to go 3 cornerbacks deep with your 3 wideouts.
Yeah, this game could really be decided up front there with the new Zadarius Smith on one side. If he's going to get one-on-ones all day. If he could beat one-on-ones, this could be a long day for Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing they're going to slide protection to Myles Garrett. They have to. They have to. And that could be a game wrecker for this Bengals offense.
Yeah,
that wants to throw the ball down the field.
Bengals have to be. I'm guessing they'll come out quick throws, get the ball, get it in the end chases and Teagan's hands. Don't give these guys time.
I would say a heavy dose of Joe Mixon, but that's just not their game.
No. They've shifted from that.
Yeah.
They used to be, let's just play action, but now this is Burrow's team. Burrow should have a good day, though, because I like Burrow just as a quarterback.
If he gets some time, he'll have a good day.
Yeah, because elite weapons.
I want to say the Browns are going to miss their starting.
Ward, I think Ward practiced, but he's iffy for this game. I think concussion,
which is not what you want to be. You want to be seeing straight if Jamar chases the guy in front of you.
You don't want to be seeing double.
You don't want to see 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for this game.
Yeah, very again. Let's pick it now. You go first. Who you got?
I'm going with my heart.
Before you do it, it's at Browns. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, you have going into Cleveland and winning. I'm gonna pick the Bengals. I need to see it from Sean Watson still.
Yep.
So we both got the Bengals there.
Yeah.
Next game here, Texans Ravens. Won't get super deep into this one. I'm picking the Ravens.
Ravens, yeah. I want to see OBJ back, and I want this Texas team.
Not yet.
Right direction, but not yet.
Not yet.
Ravens seems pretty good.
Not yet. Lamar Jackson back. Are we at a point now where the Ravens are overhyped?
Maybe on this show.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit. But yeah, the debut of C.J. Stroud, debut of this whole organization doing things.
Yeah,
D'Amico's way. Not yet.
So we're picking this one.
Yeah, Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on here, the Vikings host week 1. The Bucks come to town.
Okay.
The Bucks are going to struggle, I think. Vikings win. I actually, in a pick, I picked the Vikings as a team that will score the most points this week.
Okay. I don't think it's a blowout.
Really? You don't think it's a blowout?
Like, is that like plus 10? Is that over 10 points? Is that a blowout?
Yeah, no. 14. Okay. 2 touchdowns.
I think they win by 10. Vikings.
Really?
It's not as far as you think.
How are the Bucks going to score?
I think the defense is better than you give them credit for.
Right, but how are they going to score?
No, I think they'll keep it low enough at the beginning, then eventually they'll lose a lead. Or they'll lose the close game.
I think the Vikings are going to drop 30-plus.
But I am picking the Vikings. I'm not picking, I see they keep up a little bit, but at the end of the day.
You have the Vikings. I have the Vikings in a blowout. Either way, we both have the Vikings here.
Yeah.
Moving on here, a NFC South battle, the Panthers and the Falcons. This is a sneaky good game. And this is when we might pick different teams to start here. Who do you have?
Falcons.
Okay, I have the Falcons as well.
Yes.
Never mind. DJ Chark and Thielen are out.
Yeah, they're
most likely.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Not great setup. Miles Sanders has struggled to stay healthy already. What if he gets hurt in this game? Who do you have left?
Yeah, Blackshear and Chuba Hubbard.
And Mingo and the Ghost, or not the Ghost. I mean, he's Hurst, I guess. Now, Falcons are going to run the ball a billion times down. As much as I like this Panthers defense, there's too much talent on both sides of the ball for the Falcons. Falcons here.
Yeah, Falcons, I think a big game for Bijan Robinson here. He's gonna eat.
If I were them, I'd start just show them off a little bit.
Did you see what they did with Cordell Patterson?
Yeah, with a Joker.
Yeah, they created a new position. See, Ben Johnson, you need to take notes here.
Yeah, this is how you do it.
Create a new position.
Joker, baby.
Say Joker.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's pretty cool, though, if we're going to see Algier, Bijan Robinson, and Cordell Patterson. That is a dynamic running game.
Very good running backs they're good at different things.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for Cordell Patterson to move on and play somewhere else.
Yes.
But looks like they're going to, they created a new position for him.
If they had
so he's going to get the ball, and he's a game breaker type guy still.
And we'll see Ritter. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see him for 4 weeks.
I don't have high hopes, but we'll see.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we both pick the Falcons there.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on here, the Cardinals and Commanders. Not a great matchup.
No.
I honestly probably not going to watch too much of this one. I do want to see Sam Howell.
Yes.
I want to see him. I want to see him play. I want to see if he's going to push the ball downfield. I think McLaurin practiced.
Yeah, he practiced full. He's going to give it a go.
So they'll have McLaurin. They'll have Dotson.
And the return of Chase Young.
And the return of Chase Young back in town. That's great news for the Commanders. I'm picking the Commanders.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to watch.
I don't know who's going to score less points, the Buccaneers or the Cardinals.
You hate the Buccaneers.
I don't think they're going to score a lot of points. Yeah.
Offensively,
yeah.
Cardinals are probably worst.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah.
Dobbs gets to start there.
Good luck, Dobbs.
Jeez, the Commanders are they're gonna start the season off really well here.
That's a nice game to start off with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both the Commanders there. Moving on here. This is a fun game. Definitely gonna take a minute and watch this one. The Jags. Let me see who's at home here. I think the Colts are. Yeah. The Jags will travel to Indianapolis and take on the Colts. The debut of Anthony Richardson and the Jonathan Taylor-less Colts offense. Who's going to be running back there? Zach Moss?
Whoever's hot.
Whoever's there. Yeah, what that's what it said, right?
Whoever's hot.
Whoever's hot, we'll let them ride for a little bit.
How you quantify that with 1 carry each? Well, who knows?
Listen, I hope the Chiefs game taught you guys, fantasy-wise, something tonight. Don't get cute. Don't try to be the guy to pick the winner.
Like, I got it. Why?
Yeah.
I just feel it.
Yeah, Tony. The guys who started Tony tonight. The guys who started Sky Moore tonight. Don't go start Zach Moss. Don't go start Hull. Don't start any of these guys. Start Anthony Richardson. He's going to run the ball quite a bit.
Yeah.
But Jaguars, Colts, the Jaguars here start a run that they hope ends up in Las Vegas in the Super Bowl. That's where they're thinking right now. The return of Calvin Ridley, that should be fun. We'll see Tank Bigsby. I'm pretty excited to see the rookie back out there paired with Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
So a lot of fun things happening here. Who do you got?
I think it's a close game, but Jags.
You got a close game here.
Yeah. I think this divisional game, the Colts have enough talent.
Yeah.
But Jaguars.
That's true. It's a divisional game.
Yeah.
Are we going to see Darius Leonard?
I don't know.
That sucks. We haven't seen him in forever.
I want him to play so bad. He's so good.
Yeah.
But Jaguars here.
Yeah, I have the Jaguars as well. I don't think Anthony Richardson's ready yet.
Yeah. It'll be fun, though. He'll have some highlight plays.
He'll flash. Hopefully he stays healthy. Get down, young man.
Yeah.
Slide. Run out of bounds.
These are big guys out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a big athletic guy. Ask Cam Newton. Those guys get hurt too.
So is everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that game? You're so proud of the Broncos.
We broke Cam.
You broke Cam.
Yeah.
But he still says he's one of the top. There's 32 guys better than him.
He's
him and Andy Dalton.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on here.
Okay, so we both got the Jaguars there. Over now, this is a great game. This is a fantastic game. This is why you are happy the NFL's back for games like this. The Niners, I believe, will travel to Pittsburgh and take on the Steelers, who have gained a little momentum here. They had about as good a preseason as you could have.
Yes.
Kenny Pickett looked really good. George Pickens looked really good. Joey Porter Jr. looked good.
Jalen Warren looked good.
A lot of guys look good here. Najee Harris is healthy.
A healthy Watt.
They added to the offensive line.
Yep.
Watt's back. Yeah, a lot to like here in the Steel City.
Yep.
But then you have the big dogs in the NFC coming. That's a healthy Brock Purdy.
Yes.
Healthy Brock Purdy. Nick Bosa newly signed.
Seems like a no Kittle game for right now.
Kittle's not going to play. His groin is hurt again.
Yes. For reasons that are beyond our understanding.
We need to get to the bottom of that. More people need to talk
personally,
about
I don't want to get to the bottom of a man's groin injury. I'll just take his word that it hurts.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ask the doctors. Go to that body specialist that Cooper Kupp went to.
That's the problem. I think he's going to too many body specialists. We'll move on here.
A little overworking.
Who do you got here? I mean, no. Talk to me about this game. Like, what are you looking for? What stands out to you? What matchups do you want to see? Talk to me here.
I want to see Pickett.
Yeah.
That's crazy to say. Out of Pickens
and
everybody, I want to see Pickett.
All the stars in this game, and this guy's see Pickett.
I didn't know. He ended the season well. He had some like fourth quarter winning games towards the end.
Yeah.
I might have undersold the Steelers here, and like power rankings. What?
Right.
Well,
no. To be fair to you, you did say they were knocking on the door at number 10, which is wild.
Yeah.
That would have pissed off a lot of Dallas fans.
Yeah.
Because they were the 10th guy there.
Yeah.
By the way, if you haven't checked out Angels Heavenly 10, I posted it on social media. Yeah. It's on our last episode. Go check it out.
I'm sure.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
God, pick this game.
Steelers.
At home, Steelers going to win.
Steelers. I think the return of TJ Watt is just not being talked about.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he gets paid so much.
That's a Defensive Player of the Year award type player.
And they the 49ers they've just lost linemen, except for Trent Williams. Don't go that side. Go on the other side. No, I'm picking the Steelers here in a close game, in a battle. A classic battle.
Brock Purdy's looked really good.
Yeah.
Ayuk, they still got Ayuk. They still got Debo.
Christian McCaffrey. Yeah.
I don't think Elijah Moore is going to play. He might. But if he does play, he's going to get carries. Elijah Mitchell, yeah. He pretty much split carries down the stretch last year. With McCaffrey. God, this is a tough one.
I just feel
this is a tough one. I'm going to go with the Niners.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Niners.
Which is not that's totally,
right.
Yeah.
Which, good on the Steelers for even that being a tough decision.
The Steelers team's going to surprise
people.
For you.
I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough game.
Yep.
Because the Niners are a type of team that could play in the AFC North with those tough teams like that. They're just a team that's built on physicality and running the ball and those kind of things. A couple game breakers here. George Pickens against that defense. That should be fun. He's a chatterbox.
Yep.
Niners wanted to get to the Super Bowl here. They think they got cheated out of it last year. And maybe
if I hear
they're
that
right.
one more time.
Hey, listen, maybe they're right.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, I picked the Niners here. You're gonna go with the Steelers.
Steel City.
Cool. So first one we disagree on. Moving on here to the Titans and Saints.
I don't think we'll agree on this one either.
I actually don't know who I'm gonna pick yet, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see where. Actually, I'm gonna let you talk about this game, and then I'll make my decision. Titans Saints.
I'm taking the coaching of Mike Vrabel here. He's a great coach.
He really is.
And all the guys are healthy right now.
Okay, real quick. I had this thought tonight watching the game. Is Dan Campbell just another Mike Vrabel?
Just a good coach. He might be.
Just a good coach. His team's going to be competitive, and he's going to surprise you. Is that?
Yeah, I mean.
Is that Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell's a good. One season and one game, so a little bit.
I can't stress how impressed I was with him tonight.
Yeah,
I love that. Sorry, back to this game. So Saints Titans. You're going to go Titans here.
Titans.
Okay. So
Tighten up.
Yep. Derrick Henry's healthy.
Yep. Hopkins healthy.
Healthy. Henry has vowed to show the worth of the running back position. So angry chip on the shoulder, Derrick Henry. Not what the Saints want to see.
I don't want that man angry.
DeAndre Hopkins here. Burks, I think, is going to play. So they have a full arsenal here. Tannehill's not a bad quarterback.
Jeffrey Simmons healthy, who's a game. And no matter what they have on defense, they're still going to be good.
Yeah.
The Titans were going toe-to-toe. Who was it? The Chiefs last year with Dobbs at quarterback.
Right.
Titans.
Saints come into town here, I think, right? They'll go to Nashville. But the Saints come in here with Derek Carr, their prize off-season acquisition. They love them some Derek Carr.
He's better than what they had last year.
Very excited to have him. Olave into his second year, a healthy Mike Thomas.
Yeah.
And listed at quarterback is Taysom Hill. So I think we're going to see him a lot.
There's a sneaky rule about keeping a third quarterback that they're using.
Yep.
Yeah. But still, Taysom Hill, goal line.
Yeah, I think we'll see him in the game plan somewhat. Oh man, I mean this defense is pretty good too. The Saints defense is not bad.
Cam Jordan, DeMar Davis.
I didn't see it's in New Orleans. I'm gonna go the Saints here at home. That defense, that crowd, they love them some Saints. They're very excited about Derek Carr. I think they ride that momentum and in a good game beat the Titans here. A tough game.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard.
A slobber knocker.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's move on here and your boys, the Denver Broncos, the beginning of the Sean Payton era, stay home. They're here at Denver and they welcome the Las Vegas Raiders. Josh McDaniels' boys, all his players hate him. Do they ride in a separate bus?
No, McDaniels probably is the guy who drives separately.
He drives separately. Yeah.
I'll take no damn bus.
I feel like it's the guy his wife drives him.
Yeah.
Don't you see that?
And he's in the back seat.
He's in the back seat on his computer.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Like, babe, shut up.
Shut up. I'm drawing up an end around.
Drawing up an end around to Jacoby Myers right now. It's going to be awesome.
Jacoby Myers, yeah. With the handoff to Bolden.
Yeah. Because I'm the star. Got it.
You don't like him. And you're turning me against him. That's what you're doing.
I don't like Josh McDaniels.
I
don't like you, Josh.
Over to the other side here, Peyton. I mean, two coaches that have really been lightning rods this offseason.
Yes.
Peyton and McDaniels. I'm starting to come around to Peyton. And here's why.
Mm-hmm.
I think his team is responding to him. I think that goes a long way, right? We can laugh at his antics all we want. But if he has a group of guys who are buying into what he's doing,
if you have the locker room,
that can go a long way.
Yes.
Who cares what we think? A couple years ago, the Eagles they had this saying called "We all we got, we all we need."
Yeah.
Type thing, and that kind of mentality, you get that in the locker room, that can carry you a long way.
That's true. You don't need the media to win a Super Bowl. You don't. You need 0% of the media to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you certainly don't need my approval.
I'm not saying we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying that. Yeah.
Okay, so Broncos coming to town here. What kind of injuries are they dealing with?
Judy, back-to-back limited practices.
That's good news though.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna play, but hopefully he'll play. Mike McGlinchey. Oh, I guess his name's wrong.
Right tackle.
Yeah, right tackle. He's looking like he sprained his knee week 1 of the preseason last year.
Is he gonna play?
Yeah, it's looking like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me about Javonte Williams. What do you expect to see from him this first game?
Split carries. It's gonna be.
You think so? Like right down the middle?
And probably a lot of split. Well, Peyton does a lot of screens, and Pirine can catch the ball and do everything that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, they're different tiers of talent, but this game will be a split backfield. Fantasy wise, I'm not sure if you're gonna want to start Javonte yet.
I personally think Javonte. There's gonna be a situation where Javonte is just so much more talented, so much more electric, so much more of a game breaker, that eventually he's gonna. Yeah, you're gonna have to give him the backfield. But yeah, this game.
I don't think he's. But I think we come in mainly healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good sign.
Let's talk about Chandler Jones real quick, because there's some stuff happening here.
Funny things.
Some kind of concerning things too. He tweeted or Instagram, whatever he did. He put on social media yesterday that a young lady had been sent to his home who's part of the crisis emergency response team. And he claimed that the Raiders had sent her there to check on him. So before we get funny about it, we hope he's okay. We hope mentally he's okay. We hope he's okay. In every way. Okay. Because obviously if the Raiders did send this person to his house, they're concerned about his well-being. They're concerned about his safety to himself, all those different things, which could be, a very, very sad story. That's why what you're doing right now, not even going to go there, because this could be a very, very serious situation. So that's on you. If something happens, you got to live with that. Yeah, you know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
You think it's that serious of a situation?
I think they think it's that serious of a situation.
Oh.
If they're sending someone like that over to his house, you obviously, what do you think? It's a prostitute?
I just think it's just weird stuff by Josh McDaniels. I think Chandler Jones.
So let's move off the serious stuff.
Yeah.
If that's what it is, God.
I think he's just.
Do you think he's trolling him?
Jones is just frustrated, and Josh McDaniels doesn't know how to handle things. So he's just, let me send someone out there to talk for me. Look, we can go the funny way, but it might just be him not knowing how to manage players. It might just be that. It might be just a terrible attempt to help out somebody. Why don't you go over there, Josh? He wants to talk to you, not to a crisis manage, whatever the hell.
I don't know if Chandler's going to play for the Raiders again, because Chandler is obviously very upset. He's publicly publicly scoffing at the way that the Raiders are handling him, this whole situation. McDaniels doesn't seem like a guy who's going to cater too much to one guy.
I think if it goes past like week 2, just cut him or trade him, whatever.
What a guy to be on the market.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's weird, one, and I don't like it.
We need McDaniels out of there. Yeah. We need him out of there. This team, which a year ago was so promising, with Waller, Adams, Renfro coming off a big year, so promising. Max Crosby, now one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Josh Jacobs, a leading. Think about the talent on this team, and it's now we're watching it fall apart.
Yeah, we're watching players get mad, angry, and then a full circle of emotions.
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier. I think the Raiders, what they need to do is, because this starts from the top. What's his name? The son of
Mike Davis.
Yeah, is it Mike Davis?
Whatever, Davis.
The son. Yeah.
Yeah.
The son of the legendary Davis.
Al Davis.
Al Davis is running the team now, and he has not done a good job. Give all the money to Mike Mayock and Gruden. Flamed out, obviously. So far, the McDaniels project doesn't look very good either. I think they need a president of football operations type guy.
Which will never happen.
They need a layer between. I think he might do it, because I think he wants to be successful, because I think he wants to make money. That's the whole move to Vegas.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping the next step is, because obviously we both think McDaniels is going to be gone.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, no, I don't. See him lasting the whole season.
Yeah, so I think they could bring in someone who the city respects, who Davis respects, who kind of be that football decision maker, because their coaching hiring process is just who's the hot name. Let's go get that guy.
Yeah,
like they're the kind of team that is going to hire Urban Meyer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel for this. I hate watching this team as much as like sometimes Raider fans get on us about making fun of them. We generally do want to see these players
I like
do
these
well.
players. I like Devontae Adams. I like Josh Jacobs. I like Max Crosby. Like I like these players. It's just I don't like your head coach.
Yeah. Let's pick this game so we can move on here. But Raiders Broncos. I don't really care where they're playing. I'm picking the Broncos. It's in Denver.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is your team.
Yeah. I'm not a delusional fan. I know when we can lose. We're not losing this one.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think we win this one.
If you do lose this one, this is bad.
Yeah, it's not a great start.
It's a bad way to start, yeah.
Yeah.
On next to my team.
Yeah.
My team, the Philadelphia Eagles, who have been out of the news this whole offseason.
That's kind of good.
It's good. It's good because, I mean, it's hard enough to get back to the Super Bowl.
Like, you don't want to be a popular loser.
Right.
Basically.
Right. So, like, the odds are we won't get back. In fact, I think I saw a scary stat. The last 7 quarterbacks to lose the Super Bowl didn't get back or something like that.
It's tough. It's tough getting back.
So I do like that. Okay, we're focused. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of there's a little bit of rumbling about the Hassan Reddick thing. He might hold out, stuff like that. Nothing ever came from it.
Yeah.
Bringing pretty much the same roster back, plus some rookies minus Hargrave and there's some guys in their secondary. They will travel to New England and take on the Patriots. We'll see the debut of this O'Brien offense as opposed to
wherever they had Patricia with Joe Judge.
Patricia now the defensive assistant on the Eagles.
He should be a defensive.
He's a senior advisor.
He should be a defensive on the defensive side.
Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about what we're going to see here. The Eagles will travel to the Patriots, which I think for the defending NFC champs, a team that was in the Super Bowl, not to start at home is a little weird. Let's have a home game, just like the Chiefs did.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'm not really going to make too much of a stink about it. I mean, you talk to me first about the Patriots. I'll talk with the Eagles.
I want to see Mac Jones. I want to see him when they're. He was one of the better rookies when of his class.
Right.
He was a good rookie.
Yeah, we were calling him a steal.
Yeah, and
at 20.
And then they gave him terrible coordinators, and he was obviously bad.
Yeah.
So I want to be reminded. Oh, Max was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't love his weapons. Decent running backs. I don't love his weapons though. But O'Brien's a veteran play caller who's been a head coach, so I trust his play calling.
Yeah, we'll see Zeke for the first time in a Patriots uniform.
Ramondre Stevenson and Zeke are a pretty good one too. Not the best, but pretty good.
Yeah, that'll be tough to deal with. That's something that, especially I think with the Eagles who are unproven at best at their linebacker position.
Yeah.
Kobe Dean takes over there.
That's some big boys you have to tackle.
Those are some powerful runners.
Yeah.
Also, 2 guys who are very comfortable catching the ball and not easy to tackle in open space.
And defensively, Belichick always schemes up pretty decent game plans.
I want to see Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah,
he'll be with A.J. Brown.
We were big on him.
Devonta Smith.
Still are big on him, yeah.
Yeah, we both think that's a steal. We both think he's going to be a stud.
Yeah.
Athletic freak.
Mm-hmm.
And now he'll get matched up with two of the better receivers in the NFL. Let me talk about the Eagles a little bit.
Go ahead.
Jalen Hurts Jalen Hurts comes back here, and he is, by all accounts, very, very focused. Bill Belichick called him one of the best 2 or 3 players in the NFL. We'll see here if he takes another step and just goes scorched earth on the NFL because of what happened last year and the disrespect that's still happening. We'll see. Interested to see in this backfield who leads it. DeAndre Swift, is he going to get the majority of the carries? Gainwell, Penny, who knows?
Who do you think will?
I think it'll be Swift. I think Swift's going to.
Who do you think ends this game with the most touches in general? Catches
in the backfield?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Swift.
Okay.
Marginally over Gainwell. I think Gainwell's going to be very involved. I think Swift's just better, and
they like Boston Scott too.
They love Boston Scott. Yeah. I think he might steal some goal line stuff,
which is crazy. He's a little guy.
Yeah. I think he's one of those guys where it's like he's low and compact.
Just go right to
it. Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, very excited to see the wide receiver core. Goddard back in action. This offensive line with some changes, a new right guard, and we'll see. We'll see about that. I think the Patriots are going to have a hard time stopping the run, actually, and I think that's where the Eagles will start, one of the best rushing teams in the NFL. I don't want to see Hurts running so much this year. I
Yeah.
want to see him kind of start to phase to where he runs almost like Mahomes runs, where he has to.
I mean, maybe because they paid him, they're like, we should not run him as much as we did.
Yeah.
Playoffs, run him as much as you want to.
And I'll tell you this, I've never been so, like, we just went through the Wentz thing. That's still fairly fresh. We paid him. And
It's fresh for you. We forget that about
Right, exactly, yeah. We paid him, and then, it went really badly. Hurts, we paid him, and I've never been so confident that it's not going to matter. He's going to be the same guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna work. He's going to be a good leader. He's going to be a good representation for your team and organization. Let's pick this game here because we got to get a break here in a second. I'm picking the Eagles here.
Yeah.
Patriots, but I think it's going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to which like quarterback can make the better play. Mac Jones, obviously good. I think it's to come down to like the fourth quarter, Eagles win.
Okay, handful of games here left. We're going to take a quick break, wrap up these games, and then wrap up the show.
Yeah.
Be right back. Okay, moving on here. A couple more games to pick, and then we're going to give our NFC, AFC championship matches, full matches,
Yep.
right? Four teams, the final four, and then the Super Bowl, and then we're going to pick our Super Bowl teams.
Yes.
Okay? Very excited about that. Okay, let's get here to the Rams and Seahawks. No Cooper Kupp. Obviously, we know that. We'll talk about this one too much because I think we both have the same team here. I have the Seahawks.
It's just the healthier elite team versus the not healthy, not elite team.
Right.
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle. A lot of stuff to watch on that side.
Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to play.
Yeah.
So I want to see him play. I want to see. I think Kenneth Walker had a groin injury, so he's iffy because that's what he does.
So maybe a big Charbonnet game.
Yeah, big Charbonnet game, and they actually had DJ Dallas as the number 2 back there.
Who's looked really good.
Yeah, so
that's a big reason why I don't want this backfield is because DJ Dallas is someone that Carroll loves. He's spoken that he's going to be part of this offense as well.
Yeah.
They might go 3 backs here.
And honestly, this defense is sneaky good.
I was just about to say that. I'm very excited to see this defense.
Yes.
With Bobby Wagner there back as the leader of it. Jamal Williams, is he back?
Jamal Adams not yet.
Jamal Adams, sorry.
Yeah, but still.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Julian Love to replace him.
Julian Love, yep. That young defensive backs.
Yeah.
Back in town here.
I don't
Tariq
think-
Woolen, is he going to play?
Yeah, but Witherspoon's not. Devin.
He's not going to play
no,
yet,
he's
but
not
I think
playing.
he's practicing already.
Yeah,
so it's
so-
good. It's a good sign. The first round pick this year.
But either way,
Kobe Bryant,
Kobe Bryant, yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yes. Seattle here probably by a big margin.
Yeah, Sam. Moving on here to a great game.
This
The game of the week? No, there's a couple good games here we have left. Never mind. There's a couple great games
Yeah,
here. This has worked out really well because these last 4 games. How much time we got? We got some time here.
Yeah.
Okay, Dolphins Chargers. This game will be in LA, and 2 teams that I know you have loved. You talked a lot about these guys,
I love these teams.
and so I want you to talk about this game. Go.
It's going to be the shootout. We've all no. It's going to be a pretty close game. Man,
Where are these teams in your power rankings?
I have to look it up.
I want to say. Oh, sorry, I put you on the spot there. I
No,
want
I
to
got
say
it, I
the
got it.
Dolphins. Go ahead.
Well, Chargers are. Remember, I didn't have them in my top 10.
You didn't. I forgot about that.
I had
Yeah.
the Jaguars in there.
So this is an opportunity for them.
Yeah.
That's probably in in Herbert's locker right now.
Yeah,
I didn't make Angels Heavenly 10.
Screw that guy.
Watch this.
Watch this, bitch. check this shit out.
Okay, tell me about it. Where's the Dolphins?
Dolphins are number 8 for me.
Okay, so
2
vulnerable,
2 teams that have the ability to be in the top 5,
literally.
but need to prove it first a little bit more.
Super Bowl teams.
Yeah, I mean would not be surprised if one of these guys was their representative for the AFC.
I mean, I don't even know how to choose this game. You have
Whoever has the ball last.
yeah.
That's how I would choose it if I have to. Which I can choose. Am I choosing it right now?
No, let's not choose it yet. I
Okay.
want to go. Let's go group by group here.
Okay.
And that when it's close, I like to do that.
Okay.
Defensively, who has the edge here? And yes, you can include coordinators, obviously.
The Chargers. They have
So you'll still take the Chargers,
they have
even
the
though
best-
Fangio is on the Miami side.
they have the best pass rusher. I'll take that in this kind of game. Kind of game where it might be a shootout.
Is Khalil Mack going to play?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at this kind of game where it might be a shootout, I'm going with pass rush.
J.C. Jackson, I believe, is back.
Yeah. Asante Samuel Jr. is good.
That's
Yeah, and then Derwin James. I'll take that defense.
Yeah,
Although I love Miami, I've said that a lot.
yeah.
But I'll take the better pass rusher.
Okay. Now, as far as let's group the weapons together. Who do you got weapons wise? And that's a great matchup.
I don't care who they have running back. I'll take the weapons of Miami.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Even though I love the Chargers weapons.
right.
3, almost 4 deep if you count Joshua Palmer.
Yeah.
Everett, and then are we counting running backs in this thing?
Yeah, Eckler.
Yeah, so Eckler. Yeah. I love that, but I'll take Miami. I'll take Miami.
This is going to be such a great game. There's so much star power
Yeah.
on these two teams.
And fantasy-wise, this is what you want to see.
Yeah, these teams are loaded up.
Yeah.
A lot of fun fantasy-wise. Let's pick this game in LA.
Yes.
Go ahead. Who do you got?
Miami.
You got Miami?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Chargers.
It's tough.
Chargers.
I'm going to go
Defense to win this game.
God, this is a tough one.
This ends like a dramatic strip sack or interception by Tua. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take Chargers.
Oh, you know what? No Terran Armstead.
Yeah, Charger.
I'm gonna go Chargers. I think
Great game though. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of points are gonna be scored in this game. Even with the two really good defenses, there's just too much firepower on each side.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw the ball. I want to see Kellen Moore unleash Herbert down the field to Quentin Johnson and Mike Williams. That is gonna be so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Chargers as well. I was hoping we'd pick different teams there, but yeah, I think Chargers is the way to go here. Let's move on here to a huge matchup in the NFC North. Especially with what went down tonight.
Yeah, or last night.
Last night. With the Lions starting 1-0. The Bears, I believe, travel to Chicago. They do. And
No, the Packers travel to Chicago.
Sorry, the Packers travel to Chicago and take on the Bears in this new look, super hyped Chicago offense. We'll see defensively.
Yeah.
And the debut of Jordan Love.
This game is so much to watch for.
So much. So many storylines.
This could be the future rivalry of the NFC North. Maybe the NFC is Jordan Love, if he's good, versus Justin Fields, if he's can be what everyone thinks he's going to be.
So let's talk. Okay, this one, Dolphins Chargers is stars, not necessarily a lot of storylines. You got the Tua thing, but pretty much just stars. We know what they are. This is full of storylines.
Yes.
You have Jordan Love taking over after Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers was the only quarterback since I've been alive.
Yeah. Which is a long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a long time. I've been alive.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I'm 34.
That's a long time.
Jordan Love taking over here.
Yeah.
Big game for him.
The sit and bake method, when teams are like, we should let him sit a couple years.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works. This is
if it works.
This is a good example
and he's seen as a backup that we don't lose in Chicago.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Aaron has a majority stake in Chicago ownership.
Yeah.
We need to see if he had transferred that ownership to Jordan Love.
Yeah.
As soon as he took his locker.
Maybe.
We'll see if that's how they do things.
That's a big storyline. Of course, another big storyline for the Packers is they got some issues here at receiver.
Some hammies. Stretch.
Yeah, I don't think Watson even practiced today or yesterday, Thursday's practice.
Dobbs was limited.
So maybe you get Dobbs, maybe the rookie Jaden Reed.
Or rookie Musgrave.
Or Musgrave there at the tight end position. This could be a big Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon game.
Yeah.
If they're smart, that's probably where they should lean.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on the Bears side, it's all Justin Fields.
DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Mooney's back healthy. Claypool. Weapons.
Let's pick this game. I'm going to go first this time?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm going to go first. I'm going to pick here in Chicago. This Packers defense is good. They're good. They just are. Rashawn Gary's a stud. Trayvon Walker. Not Trayvon Walker. He's on. Who's the guy? The Georgia guy. They have a Georgia guy, too. I forgot which one it is. Linebacker. It is Walker, right?
Quay Walker.
Quay Walker.
Yeah, I think.
I like their rookie so far, Van Ness, what we've seen from him.
Yeah.
Of course, a very good secondary. But I think this Bears team is ready.
Wow. Okay.
I think they're ready to they put up points in them last year with a much less threatening cast. I think Fields has a day. I think Fields has a real day. I can't wait to see J.R. Alexander versus DJ Moore.
Yeah.
That's going to be very good. And that's going to be a very good matchup to watch for years to come. I'm going here at home. Chicago Bears start 1-0, tied atop the division with the Detroit Lions.
I'm going Green Bay.
You're going Green Bay?
Yeah.
I know you like the Packers defense.
Yeah. I like Packers defense. I like Mike LaFleur doesn't get talked about a lot. I'm going.
This is his chance.
Yeah, this is finally. I heard someone say on the thing today. This is finally we're probably going to see play calling by LaFleur. Finally, his offense. Because if Aaron's in town, it's Aaron's offense.
Yeah.
If Aaron's gone, it's LaFleur's offense.
Right.
So I'm taking Green Bay.
Which is what he was supposed to be good at coming in.
Yeah.
A young offensive mind.
I mean, his record he's 4-9-22.
Great start.
Yeah. And we'll see if he's but I'll take Green Bay here.
So you have Green Bay. I have Chicago. That's going to be such a fun game. That's Sunday, 1:25.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely catch that. Sunday night game, the first Sunday night game of the year. They gave it to the NFC East. The Cowboys will travel to, I won't say New York because they're in New Jersey, but to New York and play the Giants here. The new look Giants. Some new faces there. Daniel Jones with that brand new spanking contract.
Yep.
But the Cowboys, but the Cowboys with all that talent and all that potential. Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, debut of Brandon Cooks. A lot going on in this game. Listen, the NFC East is notorious for not having back-to-back divisional winners.
Literally one of the
I think Eagles, Cowboys, Giants could all win this division. I think Giants are a long shot. Don't think the Commanders could do it yet. But these games mean a lot at the end of the season. I mean, anything else stand out to you before we pick it?
No, I'm pumped to see this Cowboy team.
It's a great Sunday night game to start.
I'm pretty excited about this. Giants are fun. I'm pretty excited about this Cowboys team this year. They're number 10 in my power rankings. I like this team a lot.
Yeah. I feel like every year we get that story, but something about this year, I don't know. Feels a little different. Maybe because they haven't been so much in the headlines.
Cowboys?
Yeah, haven't heard a lot about Dak. Haven't heard a lot about drama.
Well, there's been a little bit of holdouts, but they've been resolved.
Yeah. No Kellen Moore. We'll see the play calling of Mike McCarthy. How that goes.
Yeah.
Expect a lot of running the ball.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard could take over this entire game.
Yeah. I'm.
Let's pick this game, and I'll start this one again. Man, this is tough because I think Waller is going to be a big difference maker for this team.
I want to see Jalen Hyatt. What award did he win?
The Blitnikoff Award winner.
Okay. Yeah. I want to see. I want to see Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt out there, but those two cornerbacks. That's a tough game to start your NFL season, NFL career with.
Yeah.
Those two cornerbacks. So you just won't. You'll have a tough guy no matter who's in front of you there, unless they really move you around.
Yeah.
I don't see how the Cowboys lose this game, even in New York. There, I'm going Cowboys.
I'm going Dallas too, just because I like their roster better. Giants are a good team. Dallas are a better team.
Yeah, Daboll. I don't know. I feel like Daboll's going to love this matchup. There's a huge NFC East game already right off the bat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going Cowboys.
Cowboys
as well. And okay, moving on here, final game, and I'm glad this is the final game. The Monday night game on September 11th will be in New York, I believe. Yeah. In New York.
Well, either way, they'll be in New York.
The Buffalo. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, good call. The Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills take on Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
This is a tough one to call.
I just want to close my eyes and think about it, like how fun this is. Monday night, we're going to get these two teams. Thank you, NFL, for doing this. This is a tough game.
Yeah.
And we've talked all year specifically about the offseason, specifically about the Jets and the Bills.
This matchup.
And who's better.
Yes.
And we're going to look at it right away. Sucks that we won't see Von Miller right away.
Yeah.
I wish this is the kind of game you have Von Miller for. Especially with that Jets offensive line.
Yeah.
Not exactly something solid. Still a great defensive line. They'll try it out there. The clone of DeMar Hamlin will be out there.
Yeah.
But the headline here, even with all those stars, is Aaron Rodgers.
The debut of Aaron Rodgers in New York with those weapons.
I can't wait to see it.
It's going to be a
Dalvin Cook's going to be a full go, by the way.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun one. This is going to be one of the better Monday nights of the season. It's a phenomenal matchup. These teams are very much in the AFC they could be in the title game. They could be in the Super Bowl this year. Like there's very much two big dogs in the AFC.
They really are.
Pretty equally talented, but they balance each other out with weaknesses for each other.
Yeah.
It's just fun. It's a fun matchup.
Some of the more fun matchups I've thought about this game is Stephon Diggs and Sauce.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. You want to see that.
Wow.
Diggs, one of the better route runners, wide receivers. Sauce, one of the best cover corners, man-to-man corners.
I don't know if you remember, but last year, DJ Reed absolutely owned Gabe Davis. So we'll see if he has anyone else to throw to. Dalton Kincaid will play in this game. We just saw Laporta be pretty good.
Yeah.
as a rookie. Maybe this is the year. We always kind of frown on rookie tight ends. Maybe this is the year that these guys come in.
There's a need here.
And they handle their business. Kincaid, like you said, there's a need here.
They need another pass catcher. And in the draft, they needed someone. The wideouts didn't follow them. So what's the best other option? In their eyes, the best tight end, first-round tight end.
For me, I love James Cook. This is not a great James Cook game.
No, this is this is tough because the Jets are tough up front. This might be a good Damien Harris game. Someone who could get those hard
It might
yards.
need to be that kind of game for them.
Yeah.
I can't see a lot of the tricky stuff, or they're too aggressive on that Jet, and there's too much talent.
Josh Allen is going to talk so much trash in this game.
Oh, remember last game he came out in the Rams.
Yeah,
he came out
teabag Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, literally humped Jalen Ramsey in the chin.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go
watch it.
It's pretty crazy.
He came out he's such a dog,
he's
man.
He's a gamer. He'll do it very messy sometimes.
And this game, a divisional game. I mean, I'm sure there's a fair amount of crap talk between these two teams in their matchups last year. So it's going to be Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Hopefully he can get some kind of breathing room. You like Damien Harris. I think James Cook struggles. I'm going Jets here.
I'm going Bills.
You're going to go Bills?
Yeah.
You think they could overcome it?
Like I said earlier, I think the Jets got off to a slower start. Probably 500 at the beginning of the year. I'll go Bills here.
And these two teams in your top 10 are back-to-back, right? 6 and 7, I want to say?
Yeah. They're both in it for sure.
I think they're 6 and 7. But yeah, so a lot of teams in your
5 and 7.
5 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So close.
Yeah, this is just a ginormous game.
Yeah.
What do you expect to see realistic from Aaron Rodgers here? Is he going to throw the ball more than 25 times?
Yeah, I think he'll manage the game. Maybe 2 touchdowns. I don't think he's gonna come out 5 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. So he'll probably manage the game, do what he can, not throw a pick, not do too many turnovers. But I'll go Josh Allen. I'll go with the team that's been there and knows each other. Bills are healthy again, besides Von Miller.
Yeah.
So I'll go Bills here.
I'm gonna go Jets here because I think the Jets need so much less from Aaron Rodgers than the Bills are going to need from Josh Allen. The Bills are going to need a MVP performance from Josh Allen. The Jets are going to try out Dalvin Cook and a healthy Breece Hall. And I think this game is perfectly set up for all the cameras to be around Aaron Rodgers, and yet this running game to be the star. Their pass protection issues have been pointed out. The best way to fix that, we've talked about, is to run the ball. And that's why you have these two studs.
Yeah.
Go run the ball. Go do some play action. Go let Aaron Rodgers pick his spots where he wants to takes a shot. And you have your boy Lazard there.
Yeah.
You have Garrett Wilson, this elite receiver that hopefully you can maybe move around and try to get him open in certain ways. You probably don't want to leave him out there and just play one-on-one all day. That's probably not a great, efficient way to play offense in this game. But, yeah, I'm going the Jets. I think the Jets are –
either way, it's going to be a fun game.
Are going to win this game. I think it's going to be really, really interesting. That's a game preview here for Week 1. Oh, isn't that awesome?
Yeah, finally.
That we're talking Week 1.
Can't wait for Sunday morning. But anyways, yeah, it's great.
What's your let's get into this real quick.
Okay.
What's your food and drink schedule on an NFL Sunday? Let's go 10 a.m., 1:25, and Sunday night.
Because we live on the West Coast, our game starts later.
Right.
10 o'clock.
Right.
Appropriately, I think you can do a little bit of a meal at 10:30.
Okay.
I'll do a meal.
Like a breakfast.
Like a brunch-ish meal.
Okay.
Not really breakfast. Because I'd been up. I would have already been up
Yeah.
at 7 or 8. A bowl of cereal going over my lineups.
Right.
I think at 10, maybe like a. Is it too early for like pizza or wings? Is that too early?
Yeah, for me it is. Yeah.
You know, but either way,
unless I want to miss the 1 o'clock games on the toilet.
It's a hot food kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have a gap between the first games and second games where you could take a little break and then come back to it. 1 o'clock, probably not eating because I'm gonna be fighting a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you start hitting the low.
Right.
West Coasters.
Yeah, but I mean the 1 o'clock games we have going on this week, you might not. I mean,
no.
Also, Eagles are playing. Outside, Dolphins, Chargers are playing.
So for that 1 o'clock game,
Packers, Bears.
1 o'clock is kind of like a drink and a snack kind of realm.
Yeah.
Nothing too heavy because you've already eaten, but you can't. Drink, for me, drinking a snack, night game. Give me my whole dinner in front front of the TV.
Yeah,
the
I like
whole
that.
dinner.
Yeah, I like that. That's why I like starting with that brunch because you want some time.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to go hard if you get a meal.
Yeah.
So if you get a meal at that 120 game, you're not going to have a great dinner, and you want a great dinner.
Because the game starts at 5:20. That's round. It's early dinner, but it's around dinner time.
Right. I think I'm similar to you. I think in the morning I have I think I have breakfast anyway at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But my morning will be so busy. We're gonna go to church. We're gonna go dealing with the kids all morning, that kind of thing, and then we'll start our NFL day right at 10 o'clock. And I think I will not have breakfast yet. So I think a nice breakfast, not too big, not too crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe some orange juice, little sugar shot there.
Yeah.
1 o'clock game, iced coffee.
That's not bad. It's not a bad move.
Iced coffee, little sugar hit.
Yeah.
Maybe Uncrustable.
Also, coffee also allows you to have sticky fingers. Check fancy apps, checking everything.
What a great call. That's a veteran move.
Yeah, like you don't want to be licking fingers and touching your phone, touching your laptop with the scores.
That's the kind of special content you get here.
Yeah, you're welcome, America.
And yes, the full meal.
Even though I literally said you could eat wings at 10 o'clock, so maybe I'm not the right one to say that. But still.
Okay. Before we wrap up here, let's pick our, because the season started now. We have to make these picks. We literally can't wait any longer.
Yeah.
Let's pick our conference matchups and our Super Bowl matchup.
Okay.
Who do you have playing in the AFC Championship game?
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
The AFC is stacked.
It's ridiculously tough.
It's stacked.
You could literally say any 2 of 10 teams.
Yeah.
So you got.
I had one consistent guy, one consistent team, and then the other one was on and off. The Bengals are going to be there. The Bengals there.
Okay.
Bengals are there.
Who are they playing?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That doesn't surprise me.
It was either the Jaguars or the Chargers.
Uh-huh.
And in those kind of situations, I trust the head coaching of Doug Peterson over Staley.
Okay.
So I picked. I have Jacksonville against the Bengals in the AFC Championship game.
Okay. I also have the Bengals.
Okay.
I wanted to put the Jets there so badly.
Jets were other two. Yeah, that's it.
I just think that offensive line is going to come back to bite them.
Yes.
It's going to be tough because and if they sustain an injury, it gets really bad.
Yeah.
That defense is so good. It's going to be. We've seen Rodgers struggle before where he doesn't have offensive line, so I couldn't choose them. I have the Chargers. I have the Chargers and the Bengals here.
Second place team was
very, very close to choosing the Bills as well.
Yeah.
Almost, and also the Ravens.
But we both are in agreement. The Bengals are going to be there.
I think the Bengals are going to be there. I think Joe Burrow was so close last year.
Yeah.
And they made marginal but some improvements to the offensive line, which is the only Achilles heel for this team. They have a great defense.
Yeah.
They have great coaching.
Yeah.
Obviously, their weapons are next level.
And they're addressing the offensive line. They're throwing money at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a sneaky year for Irv Smith. I think he's going to be a nice weapon there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bengals get there. I think the Chargers get there. I love their roster. If they could stay healthy.
That's the problem.
They're every bit. And
well, every team. You can say about every team.
It's probably terrible that neither of us chose the Chiefs.
Yeah. I had the Bengals beating the Chiefs. And at some point, because the Bengals can beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We found that out. Last year they didn't, but they can beat the Chiefs.
When I was picking this game, what I thought about for the Chiefs is that they're now on the back end of multiple Super Bowl runs.
Yeah.
And that starts to wear on a team. The Chris Jones things I don't like. They're not going to have him. They're not going to bring anyone else to be like Chris Jones.
Yeah.
So they'll have to figure that out. Travis Kelce, I think, will be fine, but it does scare me that they are one injury away from having a pretty messy looking offense.
Nobody of elite tier and close to it.
And then having to rely on those guys in a championship game. Yeah. In Cincinnati, in Buffalo. It's not going to be good. So yeah, I think they get a little break in their run. They'll be back.
Yeah.
And the Bengals go, and I think the Chargers make it, but I can also put the Ravens there. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I had a lot of teams. The Bengals were in there for sure. I had a lot of teams, but Jaguars for me.
Let me start with the NFC here.
Okay, go ahead.
I have the Eagles because fly, Eagles, fly. Okay. Suck it if you don't like it.
Okay, yeah, this is our show. We can say what we want to say.
Absolutely. Fly, Eagles, fly. I don't have the Cowboys because screw you, Cowboys.
This is our show. We say what we want to say.
No. In all seriousness, I have the Eagles, and I have them taking on the Niners. I don't think there's any other matchup here that makes sense. And I know it's a repeat, so that's not great. I wanted to choose like the the Vikings or someone like that. And I just don't. I think those teams are so far above the rest of the NFC. I mean, overall talent-wise. Do you have the same thing?
No.
Who do you have?
Eagles, for sure.
Attaboy.
I have Seattle. I can see this team getting hot at the end.
You know what? If there's a team, that'd be the team.
And they can beat the Niners.
They are not afraid of the Niners.
I just think.
I like that.
I have Seattle. I think I could see them getting hot at the end.
Yeah.
And I like them this year. I like everything about them.
God, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool if Geno led the Seahawks to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm big fan of this team in general.
Bobby Wagner didn't go there to lose.
We've talked about this. We big fans of the Niners. We respect them. They're number 2 in my power rankings.
Absolutely.
Or 3, I'm sorry.
I think they're too high in your power rankings, but yeah.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah.
I like Seattle this year.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting that you put them 2 on your power rankings, but have them losing to the Seahawks. And that's you just think the Seahawks are going to rise to the occasion and beat a better team.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So now let's pick our Super Bowl teams. Who do you have playing the Super Bowl and who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
So I have the Bengals and the Eagles.
Okay, thank you.
It's a rematch of 2021, right? Or no.
No.
No, it's not. Bengals, Eagles.
Yeah, Bengals, Eagles.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Bengals, Eagles. 2 teams. Look,
I'd be terrified.
Look. Can I say who? Well, this is just a matchup. I'm not saying who wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I also have Bengals, Eagles to be.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I think Bengals. This is. It's hard for me to explain what. Okay, Bengals, Eagles. Eagles are going to get there because they're the best team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, to me, it's obvious. The best team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Bengals are going to get there because one of these years, they're going to do it. One of the years, Burrow and these guys are going to do it.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
We've seen it for 2 years. Like, you could see it when you watch it. Like, one of these years, they're gonna make it there, and they're going to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I have
you're
Bengals,
picking the Bengals to win the Super Bowl this year.
I think this is Burrow's first one this year.
I'm picking my Eagles. I think both of these teams are the last 2 teams to lose.
Well, you have Bengals, Eagles too?
Yeah, I have Bengals as well. I don't think the Chargers can beat the Bengals in a big game. I think Herbert's ready to take a step, not that step.
Yeah.
Because Burrow's been there before.
Yeah.
He knows he's on a mission, but I think Hurts is on a mission too. I think Hurts and these vets came back. Fletcher Cox came back. He was supposed to leave. Kelsey was supposed to retire. Brandon Graham was supposed to leave. I think there's such an attitude of this team of like
the last dance.
Yeah, this is the last dance. Like, literally is for these guys.
Bradbury, Slay.
Yeah, a lot of these this could be a totally different looking team next year.
Vastly different.
These guys came back for a run.
Yeah.
They have the quarterback. I think that sets them above the Niners.
Yeah.
And I think, sorry, Niners fans, you don't like that. Purdy just isn't. We've seen it last year.
Yeah.
When he faced this Eagles defensive line, he shrunk.
And don't
tell him about the injury because he sucked before that.
Also, he got hurt because you couldn't block the Eagles.
Literally, Hassan Reddick, and we only got better up front.
Yeah.
I know we lost Hargrave. Jalen Carter's going to be such a monster.
Yeah.
And I just think their defense is going to overwhelm not only the Niners, but also the Bengals. I think the Eagles win the Super Bowl this year. I know that's a homer pick. I don't give a crap. I believe it with all my heart.
It's your pick.
Hurts taking us back to the promised land. Kelsey going out with, I'm getting like emotional thinking about that.
Yeah,
Kelsey going out on top. Fletcher Cox going out on top. Yeah. I would love to see it, man.
Yeah.
I would love to see it. I think it's going to happen. I think there's a good shot. I don't know where the true hole is on this team. And I look at that Bengals offensive line, and I think in a big game in the Super Bowl with our strength, I mean, Bill Belichick said we have the best defensive line in the NFL.
Who?
Bill Belichick said that about the Eagles.
Oh, got you.
And in a big game against the Bengals, I think that is the difference. Yeah. That defense carries us. Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts, and we're hanging a banner, baby. Pardon down Broad Street.
I agree with your points about the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
One of my favorite rosters in the league. I love Hurts. I love the offensive weapons. I love everything about them.
Yeah.
But Bengals, this is just their year. They're going to do it one of these years, and they're going to do it somehow by hook. But Burrow might get sacked 8 times.
Okay.
And they're going to win it. Burrow.
All right. So Angel has the Bengals win the Super Bowl. I have the Eagles. Those are our Super Bowl and most of our playoff picks. Very excited about that. That's our show today. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined us. If you are not following us on all social medias. Please do that. Twitter, X, TikTok, @BenchShow. The season's here, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do it.
Let's plug in. Let's be where you're supposed to be. Let's check our apps. Let's have a damn good time. Week 1, baby.
Bye.
We'll see you Monday.